everyone, Rhiannon Samuel here with Viante, New Mexico. I want to give you a rundown on how you can provide public comment during our virtual legislative session. There's a few nuances between the two chambers, the House and the Senate, and how far in advance you need to work and things you need to take into consideration. So I'm going to try and walk that through for you. I want to also add a disclaimer that this by no means is meant to be the end-all be-all for engaging with public comment. Things have been changing. They typically do during a normal legislative session, but the fact that it's online and people's interactions with the video conferencing platform called Zoom have been changing. It may change. So just let me know if you ever have challenges and we can try and figure it out together. With that, I am going to do a share screen and walk it through with you. So let me get things a little set up. You'll notice that my mouse is little Viante blue color, so you can hopefully track it a little bit easier. But we want to start on the nmlegis.gov website. So that's nmlegis.gov. And this is where you're going to find everything related to the legislative session. In another video, I might walk through the various ways you can utilize this website to find the information you're looking for. But again, today we're talking about public comment. So this is the home page. You're going to want to scroll about halfway through, and we're going to just select a bill that we can start tracking and figuring out how to give public comment. So first of all, we want to make sure that this little toggle is set to 2021 regular session. We have not had a special session just yet. Then we're going to pick the chamber. First, we're going to work on the House. So we're going to go House, and we're looking at a bill. I have pre-selected a House bill number. We're going to do House Bill 225 and go. Now this bill is requiring public notices to also be in Spanish. So this is not something Viante is tracking per se, just utilizing it for the purpose of this video. Now we see that it's going to have a hearing in House Consumer and Public Affairs Committee on the 13th. That's coming up. So I'll click on that. And this is going to be the home page for the committee that the bill has a hearing in. And on this home page, you'll see the PDF calendars, the different bills that they're going to be considering, the sponsors of those bills, and then of course the committee members. Now, what I'm looking for is at the top of the page. So about a quarter way down the page, you'll see, please click this link for public comment in this committee. So HCPAC, which stands for House Committee on Consumer and Public Affairs. Click on that. And you'll see that if you haven't already downloaded Zoom, it will direct you to do that. Or if you already have, it will connect you straight into that committee room. And that is how you will participate. I'm not going to click a launch meeting there because it's going to disrupt this video I'm recording for you, but that's how you do it. They will direct you. That committee chair will say that they want you to raise your hand or do some sort of signifier that you want to comment on a particular bill. That's the House side. Now I'm going to complicate things a little bit more with the Senate. So again, starting from the home page, let's follow a bill that Viante is actually tracking. So it's the 2021 regular session, and I want to do Senate, a bill this time, and I want Senate Bill 93. So here is the webpage for the bill itself. What we had already seen for the House, and I didn't walk through it, but you can click here, see the legislation, click here for the analysis. But what I care about is how to follow and do public comment. So because it's in the Senate, I will click here. It's scheduled for a Senate Tax, Business, and Transportation Committee meeting on the 11th. And On the Senate side, again, a quarter way down the page on the committee page, you'll see please click here for the PDF calendars for instructions on submitting public comment. Click on that link. From there, you'll see this upcoming session calendar. You can also find this by clicking on what's happening, and these are all the committees that are happening. And I remember from the previous page that it was in the tax, business, and transportation. Click on that PDF and you'll see all of the content that was on that web page here on the virtual agenda, just on a PDF form. But if you scroll, you'll see for public participation, send it an email, and it will give you an email address, and they'll give you directions on the name, the entity you're representing, the bill number, for or against, and the email address. It also tells you that you need to submit this email before 10 a.m. the day of the hearing. So this hearing is set to happen at right here. What we can see is 2 p.m. But here we need to make sure that it's before 10 a.m. So as soon as you know that a bill has a hearing in the Senate side, I recommend emailing and getting your name on the list. Now this email will change with the changes in the committee. So that's why you'll want to go through the process of seeing which committee it's in, clicking on the PDF calendar, and going from there. Both are a little bit different and it takes some practice, but when you're trying to follow something, keep an eye on it and note which chamber it is in. The House side is a little bit simpler because you can go into that Zoom link at any point. It's going to be posted on their committee webpage and you can just click in and follow the instructions once you're in the room. Senate side, you're going to have to get an email back with the right Zoom link, and then you can give public comment. Something that could be a little confusing is the webcast is different from the Zoom where you can participate and provide public comment. Let me show you what I'm talking about there. Take you back to that web page. Here we go. Share. And let's just start fresh. So here on the home page for NM Legis, and if you just want to tune in and see what's happening, you click on webcast. This is where you want to be. This is where all the links of ongoing things are happening. And right now the Senate is meeting. And so if I want to tune in, you can watch it from here. It should pop up anytime now. It'll look like this web page, and they're taking a vote right now. So this does not allow for engagement. If you find yourself on this page and you're clicking into watch, you can't go in and say you want to comment on something. It also is worth noting that you cannot provide public comment on a bill that's in a hearing on the House or Senate floor. The only opportunity that you have to voice your opinion in support or against something is in committee. But you can always watch any of those things, whether it be committee, chamber, etc. So that was a lot to get through. I hope it was helpful. Just as a recap, the House side, pay attention to when your bill has a hearing, go to that committee page and click here, that link in the first quarter of the page that you want to give public comment, and that Zoom link is already provided to you. No emails are needed. Senate side, as soon as you know that a bill has a hearing and what day, you will want to send that email to the email address provided in the calendar, and you will say if you're for and against, your name, organization you're representing. Another thing worth noting, you do not need to be representing an organization to give public comment. You can say I'm representing myself, or I'm just a New Mexico citizen. So you'll go through, get that email back, and they'll give you a Zoom link via email and you'll log in that way. It can be a little confusing, but if you need help at all, let me know. you can email Viante at info@viantenm.org, and I'd be happy to talk you through it, because I do not want the nuances and how to engage to be a hindrance to engagement. It means a lot to the legislators who are considering bills. In fact, they've also gone as far as to ask people who are on the Zoom links to be a part of Zoom polls, so they can real time gauge where people are at when an amendment is being discussed, or when public comment is about to happen, and they can see that they have 30 people on the line for and maybe 3 against. And it has a lot of neat opportunities, but it is definitely a learning curve. So thanks for watching, and hope this was helpful, and let me know what you thought of it, and share it with people who you know that want to engage in this public process as well. Thank you.